Dr. Rado Janke here with the Empire Longevity. Let's talk about the third aspect of the pyramid of health. The third aspect is going to be motion. Motion, get motion. So I did a talk in 23 up at SUNY Cortland, TEDx talk, and I talked about some of the steps we can take on a regular basis that are effective, that cost effective, the reasonable steps we can take for you and I to be around for more, better years. That's going to be a running theme through Empire Longevity is more, better years. And so when I did this talk, going through the research for it, it showed that 75% of school-age children do not reach the recommended time in phys ed. 75% of the kids going to school right now don't meet their recommendation time in PE. Now, we are teaching a generation not to move. We're teaching a generation not to move. And as I said then, if the fish weren't swimming, the birds weren't flying, and the deer weren't running, we would think we have a catastrophe on our hand. But we are setting the table for catastrophe. 75%. Get this one, 25% of adults don't move. 25% of adults don't move. Both of those numbers, the 75 and the 25, we cannot think they won't have absolutely catastrophic. Catastrophic means downstream. We can't think that they just won't have some terrible results downstream. It's illogical to think that they wouldn't. So what do? We start with the start. I've had patients in my practice who said, I said, can you walk for 20 minutes a day? No. 10 minutes? No. Can you walk to the mailbox and back? Yeah, I can. Great. They started with that. And then we had them do it more and more times a day until they were walking number of minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. You start with the start. I love going to the gym. Not only does it help me move better and feel better, but I feel better up here too. We can go through all of these just incredible consequences, side effects of exercise for you. Yeah, you might lose a couple pounds, but you're going to move better. Your body's going to be able to digest. You're going to sleep better. All these different things happen because you are moving on a regular basis. You don't have to run marathons. You don't have to be lifting 10,000 pounds. But I'm going to recommend you do those things. And so we look at the 5 aspects of motion. 5 aspects of motion. When I go to the gym, I try to incorporate all 5 into those. Again, we'll have videos about this down the road. So number 1 is cardio. You should be able to walk a mile. You don't have to do it fast. You should be able to walk as far as you want to walk. And so walking. The number they look at is that the Japanese as a society have dramatically less spas and gyms and places to go work out than we do. So then how come they're living longer and they have a fraction of the cardiovascular disease? It's because they walk more. They walk more. They walk and they bike more. We should be able to do that. So just do moving on a regular basis. We'll show you about that. So cardio. Number 2 is power. Being able to lift the things up you need to lift up. And the first thing you should be able to lift up is, you. And so power. I also think it's fundamental that you lift, because if you're especially female, you look at osteoporosis of the bones in America, that's a problem. How can you get those bones stronger? You put force to them. We'll talk about that. 3, 4, and 5 are rarely talked about when it comes to exercise, but it's flexibility, balance, and posture. Those 3 are intimately entwined, especially the flexibility and balance. We got to have you be able to move, stretch, boom, bend over, do these things. Flexibility. We don't do that. We lose that because we're no longer on going down the slides or the swings or the jungle gyms like we used to do when we were kids. We just don't do those anymore. So we don't have those skills. We don't work those skills anymore. It's not really hard to do. Once again, reasonable, effective, cost-effective, very simple to do. So we got the flexibility and balance. We teach balance in my practice nearly every day. Balance. Have you ever had someone in your life that you know who fell and broke their hip? their life changes pretty dramatically after that. And usually it's boom, down really quickly because of a loss of balance. Once again, we aren't on the playgrounds, on the slides and the swings and running around on the monkey bars. We aren't doing those anymore. I'm not saying you have to go back. It would be kind of fun to go back there and do something that wouldn't it? But what can we do on a regular basis to push and relearn the balance aspects? Simple to do. Simple to do. So we got flexibility, balance, and the last one is posture. How can we get you to be built like this as much as possible? The ear over the AC joint over the hips, over the knees, over the ankles. How can we get you to be built like that as much as possible? All 5 aspects I work on when I'm in the gym on a regular basis. Simple to do. And no, I'm not there for 4 hours a day, 45 minutes. Yep, you can do it. Get in there, get the work done, get out. We work on all 5. Again, cardio, power, flexibility, balance, and then posture. Again, we'll show you down the road. Stay with us. See you in the next video.